Hello and welcome back to Starsector. We are going off hunting pirates and joining the Tritachyon today. That is the plan. We have a couple of missions ready to boogie. Out in the Kestrel Nebula, out in Delta Solis, basically out in pirate space. We got to buy a little bit of fuel before we get going. Is what we need to do. We actually need to buy a lot of fuel. Am I going to buy $20,000 worth of fuel? I am. Is that crazy? Probably. I also realized just before we got started here that our fighter frigate, our carrier, we have slightly better fighters for this guy. We have Warthog assault fighters that I wanted to pop on. Bada bing, bada boom. Some slightly better guys here. Anti-armor. Are you guys also anti-armor? Light mortars. Oh, well. So the light support carrier will be really good at dealing with armor, I guess. And we're going to boogie out to the Kestrel Nebula. We have a reward out here for this guy. 33 days away. Primary star in the Kestrel Nebula. You're a binary star. You're a primary star. You're a primary star. You're a primary star. I gotta assume it's that guy. So our plan here is to go out here, deal with that guy, and then swing back through the Solis Nebula where there's a bunch of bounties. And we can do whatever we want. So that's what we're gonna do. We recently just moved ourselves up to this Aurora ship, which is just covered with laser guns. And we're very, very close to also unlocking the ability to get rid of D-mods for free, which I am jazzed about. Cannot wait. I, for one, like our mods, would never call them a D. So kind. So gentle. Off to hyperspace we go. Probably ditching this transponder. Dare I say. Boy, I feel like we are slow. Well, I guess we're slow until we hit the storm clouds. We got a decent bit of supplies. Not a crazy amount. Oh, slipstream. All right, we're gonna have to burn through this. Push, 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 push. And then resume course. Not too bad. We managed to catch it at least in like a narrow part of the slipstream. Boy, man, when you don't have sustained burn on, you go slow. Figured out you can check out good prices in comparison to other places. Yes, yeah. We haven't really been doing, a lot of trading. Honestly, we haven't really done like any trading. We've just been like gathering up supplies and then dropping them off. Like if we get a bunch of supplies from robbing places. I guess is how I'm saying that. Ignore the price. Sold stuff dirt cheap. I'm mostly selling stuff just based on whether or not I like have room to sell it off. Okay, there are remnants here. Mostly dormant. There is a scavenging field here as well. Love it. Apologies. There's a lot of construction going on here if there's loud noises. There's not really much else going on here, though, so I got a feeling probably this guy is not on this star. You guys are dormant remnant fleets, so I'm not going to mess with you either. You're a blue giant. Rumored to be hiding out near a volcanic world in a system with a giant primary star. Well, you're a red dwarf. You're a white dwarf. You're the only giant primary star. So let's head to you. It would help if I would actually read the quests before going to do them. You know, makes a decent difference. Does your ship have lasers with a name? If not, the Disco Wog. I don't think it does have a name. The Disco Wog. No, it does not. The ISS Disco Wog. Volcanic World, Volcanic World. I feel like I might as well remote survey this place as well. Class 3 Volcanic World. Medea. Can't imagine being that close to a sun is nice. Toxic, extreme tectonic, extreme heat. All right, we'll do a little quick save here because this is for sure the guy we're coming in for. Luddic Path. Orbital Station. Now, I tell you, there's something I did not expect. This guy looks like he's got more ships than it said he was going to have. Support destroyer, fast attack cruiser, strike destroyer. He's got a carrier. But I believe in us. Deployment recovery cost is 104. So it's only required to deploy ships. The more of it engaging on its term gets more points determined at the start of the battle. I've actually been wondering, like, does this use 100 supply just to send these guys out? Controlling battlefield objectives and certain skills will increase deployment points, but only up to 60% of the battle size. Deploy ships worth 211 points. No, this is just saying it would cost us this much if they all got destroyed. Just call it the enough DACA. All right. Where are my good ships here? My experimental frigate. The Omen. You've got... Let's take 2 phase frigates on him. The Wolf Pack can go with you. And then those 2 guys can go with you, and you can go with me. Giddy up, buttercups. Yeah, so we have this, like, massive amount of lasers to fire forward. I'm just realizing our heavy burst laser only has 6 ammo. The mining blaster and the IR auto lance. Okay. Combat freighters, fast attack cruisers, hellborn frigates. These guys have big guns. Drone tenders, attack frigates. Get rid of that. Honestly, I might just let everybody do their thing. Well, we try to remember how our ships work. Oh, look at that sneaky little phase. Wow. We do have plasma jets, which can help us speed up if we want to chase someone down. It's a bit unnecessary, I would argue, but... yeah, this guy is so much faster than us. This feels like a big dumb idea. So we're just going to keep moving. Oh, my carrier, my poor baby. Yeah, this ain't gonna go well for you, buddy. The computer is really good at turning his shield off so he does not overload himself. This is something I have noticed. Meanwhile, I am not good at that. Oh my god. Ah, he got my engines. Unbelievable. You there. Attack him. See, this is why I just need to be a carrier, because I'm not good enough to be flying a ship. I'm not as good as the computer is. I can command, but that's really where my strength lies. Okay, this time we have our homies here with us. Except he is like, oh yeah, just perfectly block my entire angle of attack, dude. That's a good plan. Let me know how that works out for you. Our weapons are not particularly great at working down these shields. It'd be quite hard to get the computer to overload. He's just spritzing his shields on and off. See, everybody else on our team just went and killed everything else on our behalf. Spent all of your first entire run just hitting you and letting the AI auto battle. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like I would be better off doing that. What is my plasma lance's range? Pretty good. Buddy, can you stop running from me here? So much faster than me? I guess because my shields are up? I keep forgetting about that part. My god, this guy is stubborn. Trying to knock out his engines right now. Come on, here we go. Here we go. There's our overload. Hi-yo. Sloppy. Sloppy jalopies. What did we lose? We lost the support carrier, but that's okay. We can bring that back up. We'll give her our second in command. A couple of decent ships. Oh, your ships are in rough shape. Let them finish them off. Consider ship recovery. Oh, the Chio is going to have to take an entire story point to keep? I don't know that that's worth it at this point. It's definitely not, because there's a whole other ship here we could take. Did we lose the Chio? I did lose the Chio. And I don't really want to dump a story point into it. Sat in a destroyer because I would inevitably blow it up and I didn't want to cost myself big money. Can barely pilot a destroyer, let alone a frigate. Yeah, see, I think a carrier is definitely going to be the vibe for us. This is when I pilot a ship like the one I'm using right now. I just think about how good the computer would be if I gave it to him instead. The GLMK2. Yeah, dudes, I'm not going to recover that. I think so. Piranhas, my warthogs. I get all those back. Salamanders, nice. Heavy machine guns, flak cannons, excellent. 136 supplies. There's some scavenge here as well. Another extra 34. Is this a Luddic fleet? It is. Righteous Flotilla. Oh, I guess my transponder is off. Look, man, this is a Luddic station out in the middle of nowhere. This means at least there's a spot out here I can resupply. That has great value to it. Perditions. Y'all got drugs on this black market. What do we got? I need eyes and Sindera. This guy wants me to set up a satellite in the Sindrian Dictat. What else do we got? You look like someone who might find use for the latest hegemony facility security codes. Huh. These codes get rotated once a month. No, so I guess I don't really need those. What's your job? There's a Venture class cruiser collecting space dust in a lightly garbed orbital hangar. 17,000 credits and 50 Marines. Oh, yeah. Nah, you've got all sorts of D mods on you too, though. I don't think that's worth taking. Do they have decent ships down here, I wonder? Can't imagine. Prometheus, bunch of fuel carriers, fast cruisers. No, so no, not really. There is an officer. A reckless ordnance expert? I don't think so. Some sort of Luddic missionary. But okay, that's our quest, right? Bounty completed, 98,000. So we're going to start heading towards the Tragedy star system. Oh, I guess I should scan some of these worlds, maybe. What's the point? Cruiser-sized carrier in the game, yeah. Yeah, there's a high-tech carrier that I'm trying to save up for. That's why we're trying to build up rep with Tritachyon, so. Local streamer offs viewers live on stream. I will rename a ship for you here. Sorry, and I think we had another one earlier. Yeah, the Enough DACA. I feel like let's name our battleship that. And then the Chio 2. You can be this little standard combat freighter. That's a ghost for sure. Ghost in the machine. Ghost in the shell. Damn, dude. I picked up so many supplies, and I'm burning through 11 a day. Okay, down to 6. When I'm not storm jumping. Do love storm jumping. Okay, system bounties. And a personal bounty for Tritachyon. Oh, way down there, though. We did get some high burn readings as well, which is nice. Fuel use inside slipstreams reduced by 75%. Warning beacon here is low, so there might even be some remnant fleets around. Okay, I am right on this guy. It'd be wise if I would steal some of these systems before we got in too deep. Little salvaging. Snag me an array. Maybe a convoy. We have not even preliminary surveyed this place. No atmosphere, extreme heat. Okay. And my plan, which was basically bait out a pirate fleet by stealing this sensor array, seems like it may have worked. Or at least drawn some attention. Nice. Oh, it's so small. A second in command can handle it. No problem. Oh, yeah, buddy. Loot 'em and scoot 'em. That's the plan here. 6,000 received. Relationship improved. Tritachyon is now welcoming. Do a little quick save here. And Dafa is when you don't see the ship and you use the guns to move. We're thinking there was enough DACA and didn't add more. What would Turk think? That ship has as much DACA as I can fit on it right now. For the record. This is all completely unsurveyed? Not even preliminary surveyed? My goodness. Uh-oh. That's a big fleet. That is a big, big fleet, but it is not that combat ready. I hope. Deploy all. All right, so let's put the wolves on you instead. The fancy ships go on you. Sorry, I'm going to split the phase ships on you and you. Custom frigate on him. Drone tender on you. Great question. You on him, and I think I will autopilot me. I don't know. Let's see how we feel about it to start. Faster command points, top speeds, ECM ratings. They're going to go out and capture a bunch of these points. Just teleports. Love the idea of these two dudes getting so far ahead on their own. So maybe we can have them like capture there. You move on him. Have all these guys move on those big ships. You're getting kind of greedy there, buddy. It's a lot of fighters. It's a lot of fighters. A couple of small ships going boom. What's this guy? This guy's going for a capture. I think I'd rather him on that. That can join in like the pincer squad here. See, this is the nice thing about when you're on autopilot is the computer is really good at knowing like, hey man, I'm overwhelmed. Drop back. Or like, these fighters don't do any damage to me. So like drop the shield so you don't get overloaded. Battleship is in there. Our battleship just got deleted. Our battleship just got deleted so quickly. I'm out of here just like fighting fighters. I'm not sure what your best choice is here. Oh, and you're just on that point right now. I see what's happening. That's actually why my guy retreated so much. What is the F to get my cameras up? Well, we got a couple of guys like going around the flank. But these carriers in the front would be really nice to take out. This is a mixed bag, man. These little ships are just capturing all of the comm points, which I guess is maybe the best use for them. My guy is trying to solo this massive fighter. I don't know, he's doing okay, but there's one big carrier down. He has him in a good spot. Oh man, I can't believe our battleship, the Hammerhead, got destroyed so quickly. Greetings once more. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Is that Officer Reckless? He's not reckless. He was aggressive, though, the battleship guy. And in his defense, he almost never gets destroyed. He always does really, really well in combat, so... How many more episodes of the Jack Wonders campaign are in the tank or YouTube queue? There are 7 episodes in total? Maybe 8. I think there's 2 more episodes to go. Though the last one is pretty short. Adventures are amazing. Exploration cruisers, thanks to the missile slots, medium ballistics. Keep themselves early late game. Kept free with pile of missiles. Sit in the back and just pop missiles. All right, see, this guy is over here going for a capture now, which is not what I want him doing. I'm getting ugly surrounded here. I think I gotta get better at, like, just assigning, like, dropping off things, like canceling these capture points, for example, at this point. Because our guys keep pulling back, thinking, oh, I have to go capture this now. Yeah, you're overloaded there for sure. That's bad news. This guy's got 3, like, teleporting ships surrounding him, shooting him on all sides, plus a big cruiser. Hull is taking no damage. Brother, how is that ship not getting destroyed right now? These little fighters all over the place. Oof. Alright, you guys are gonna try for this guy again. There we go. There's some spicy meatballs. Two of you go for him. Take out the big guys. I figure, and the little guys will follow. At least that's the hope. That guy over there is about to get dropped. So slowly, everybody's trying to get on this guy. The salamander's going for the back. All right, all right. I mean, why not keep him at bay with the missiles? If we got point defense and he don't. Guys, what is going on here? How is this taking this long? They're struggling to knock these guys out. I guess they're all trying to retreat, and we are just doing an abysmal job of chasing them, is the answer. Like, this guy has plasma jets. Oh, he's using them. I don't know. It says he's using them, but also I'm not seeing, like, any fire come out the butt there. So what did we lose? We lost the destroyer and a wolf. Ooh, wow. All right, well, definitely we're getting that back. Ah, the wolf is a story point to get back. Support destroyers. Honestly, at this point, a couple of support destroyers with only 2 D-mods? That feels like a good idea. The assault frigate. I mean, this guy's pretty donged up. I'm not too worried about that. They're cheap. I can replace them. Go head first against capital ships. Somehow survive. Hyperion, one of your favorite frigates? Nice. Blink in and out of combat's amazing. Yeah, yeah. Starsector combat revolves around range is extremely strong combos. I mean, this is going to cost a lot, but I do think that recovering these destroyers will be good for us. Ion cannons, nice. Graviton beams, ooh. I like that very much. That was also 28,000 in bounties. Oh! I didn't realize that was also a Persian fleet bounty. I got 120,000 for that, and from the Persian fleet. I guess that explains why that guy was so tough. Hazard rating, but accessibility low gravity, extreme cold, no atmosphere. It's another debris cloud there. High gravity, extreme cold, toxic atmosphere. No atmosphere, cold, low gravity. Another little salvage field here. Love it, dude. So question. Probably just want to leave those guys mothballed at the moment, which I should have done right away. Oh my god. Hull restoration. There's no hull a true spacer can't make home. All of your ships are almost always recoverable if lost in combat. Ships lost in combat have a 75% chance if 60 deployment points or higher, or 90% chance if only 5 DP or lower to avoid demods. Chance to remove 1 demod per month from a randomly selected ship in your fleet, faster for low DP ships. Chance to quickly remove 1 demod from newly acquired ships, higher for ships with more demods, and 50% maximum combat readiness for all ships. Hell to the yeah. So all of these guys can now move up to, well, you can go up to 85%, which is pretty crazy. So our ships will be able to stay in combat a lot longer. Need that earlier. The me MK2 would still be here. MK1. All right. Plunder and pillage. I'm over capacity? Yeah, just barely. We have a crazy amount of heavy machinery. We should really sell off some of that. Explored, explored, explored. Right. So we can chuck the sustained burn back on. Oh man, we just cashed out really well. I'm losing 36 supplies a day. I figure I could just stay over capacity because I'm going to burn through all of it pretty shortly anyway. Now, my next question is, can I take on a pirate station? No gravity, no atmosphere. You know what? I'm going to perform a survey here. Sparse ore deposits. Well, this is only 2 stars, and there's a bounty for it. I'm going to try it. Engage the orbital station. Oh. If I was to launch a raid, it wouldn't really be worth it. Let's just engage. I know I'm not really ready. So I'm going to say engage, but without danger. Are those my ships shooting? Guys, what are you doing? I said don't danger. Well, I definitely want to get around to the back of this thing. If I can. Interesting, it's like shields rotate, I suppose. Alright, it's overloaded. So we can also start start using the mining blaster now to strip away all its shields. All its armor, I mean. I think I can do that kind of here anyway, to be honest. If I just stay in its blind spots. Shield blind spots. I have no idea what its HP is. Oh, it has so much hull left. You know what, man? Maybe I'd be better off going for these weapons. Well, there's no shield up here. Feels like that's a bit of a play, at least. Might not know how to battle a station. I mean, I would say I definitely don't know how to battle a station. The answer seems to be just shoot it a lot. The answer also seems to be use capital ships as much as you possibly can. I feel like I'm not doing any damage to it. Shooting it definitely is in the right direction. Not that my ships keep going boom, boom, pow. This is my, like, hull laser. The IR auto lance. Boy. It just feels like shooting it. There's like no hull damage done. Is engaged as a target, so they are engaging. I mean, I did tell them engage without giving yourself new danger, but you know, I figure you must get a lot of supplies if you can take out a station. I don't feel like I'm doing anything here. Definitely does not know how. I will take an explanation. Do I have to shoot off these things? Teach me, senpais. I will allow for the backseat. Supposed to kill off the external shooty parts first. Oh, yeah, now I'm seeing the hull damage, yeah. Oh, apparently this is like all of the hull. Ah, okay. You literally can't even target the main part. Like, until that's done. Okay, well, I might... I feel like I should solo this so that I don't have to lose all of my ships. So I think that's literally every one of my ships destroyed here. You blow the station modules, not the core. So were all my ships just shooting the core, not the modules? Or can your fleet even figure that out? Sneak in behind the shields here. I mean, at least our, like, massive amount of laser guns is good at this part. High-tech stations have high flux dissipation, high flux capacity. You need something like high-velocity drives or auto cannons to break through. Oops. Really shouldn't ram those shields. Blow up my antimatter blasters. These parts count as well? That doesn't seem to be... This part doesn't seem to be taking any damage. And I've, like, drilled through all of its armor there, so... Maybe it's like just this guy. Come on, we're so close. My whole ship is just like malfunctioning constantly right now. So I would have to blow up that now. Oh, those guys are the shield turrets. I see. Oh, this has actually taken hull damage here. It's just not very much. Has it? I'm actually not sure it has it all. At this point, it's just a, I'm just sitting there where I'm in testing grounds. Spin me around, Captain. I knew that wasn't gonna work. All right. 11 minutes ago. Want to take down the shooty ones first so it won't shoot back. So I do feel like I don't want any of the little baby ships in here. And I want them to be smart about this. Stations are one of the reasons why fleets consisting of only small ships are not really viable. They just melt away in seconds. Yeah. So I can put it on avoid. Take those on the side. God, the range of those lasers are excessive. It always spins that way. So I'm hoping if I can go along here and try to get behind it. Okay. Let's vent that. So these guys are the shield generators in here. I feel like if I'm taking out anything first, it's probably got to be them. Just because I might actually have a chance at taking these out. And I figure if I can take out the shield generators, it means we're hitting it twice as fast. It's like FTL logic, you know? I barely got through his armor there. I can weave a bit in. And then I guess swap targets as needed. Too close to those lasers right now. Keep forgetting, like, I have to punch through the armor before I can punch through anything else. Well, I suppose you could just go straight for him. I do have that mining laser. Okay, that's decent. I feel like this plan is so far working okay. My Lindworm is disabled. We've almost got whatever this thing is. Station Spur. The shields are both almost destroyed. Doc, hello. This is the small version of the space station? Yeah, I do think so. That is the scary part. So let's take you out instead. That would be a lot better. God, you're so close. I see my computer allies like launching missiles in here too. Try to stay on this. Can you tell what ships to stay away from the station? I've got them all on a void right now. So in theory, they should all be staying away from the station. And they kind of are. They're launching the occasional missile in here. But those big long laser beams they have, they basically fight the station no matter what. Okay, here we go. You're on overcharge now, and I should be able to knock you off. Boom. I got a little too close for comfort there, I guess. But so we have half of its shields out. And we're going to be able to knock out the other half here now as well. Just got to overload this a little bit. Problem is you're going to have malfunctions before you kill the station. Well, in theory, once the shields are gone, I can send in the fleet, right? At least that's the hope. Oh my god. Get rid of this dude. Definitely needs more high explosives. I mean, I'm literally using a laser gunship. The only thing it does is fire lasers. He says while ramming the ship, ramming the station. But I can also do this. Try to knock off some of those turrets for a moment. All right, here we go. We got a full cycle on these shields right now. Completely overloaded. Blast, 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 blast. Don't get too close. Oh my god. Stubborn shield bay. Stubborn, stubborn, stubborn. Too strong for our weapons. Well, we've almost got it down. Okay. It is now my belief that we can attack it. I'm going to make an attempt to try and knock out as many of these weapons on this side as possible. EMPs would be really cool right about now. Ultimately, I need to get to that. Ooh, those auto cannons hurt a lot. I gotta get back into some cover here. Nice. Okay. That's huge. So I think if we kill this strut, side of this thing. Use my IR lance. Let's go. Big win. Preliminary battle reports indicate 90 crew and no Marines were lost. After the battle, 43 were rescued. A Lindworm and my Frontier drone tender got knocked down. But I can bring them both back. Drone tender didn't even take a demod. 4,000 credits. 165 supplies. An IR auto lance, an ion cannon, point defense lasers, and some piranhas. We're going to be eating up 85 supplies a day right now. Veneti is ready to level up, and Erligan von Blaze is ready to level up. Now, here's the real question. I was going to say, can I take that station now that it's destroyed? The answer is no. But pirate activity is over. And we have destroyed the station here, which is another bounty. Hopefully. Should be another bounty. And 3 level ups. Heck yeah. Might not have been the fastest method, but it did work, right? It did indeed work. So you are a gunnery ballistics master, Erligan von Blaze. Affects piloted ships and fighters. Damage to fighters and missiles. So I think you're going to be like Jareth the Betrayer. Gunnery, ballistics, polarized armor, impact. Like, I want you being another big gunnery ship. Maximum damage reduced by armor. Up to armor damage reduction. I do feel like point defense is kind of always useful, but combat endurance is really good just for peak operating time. Armor damage taken, weapon and engine damage taken. I'm going to take combat endurance, I think. Start them off with that. Karakaz, you are my energy weapons master who flies the little tiny ship. Helmsman would be very good for you. Target analysis, probably good. Field modulation. Less damage taken by shields. Flux generated by active phase cloak. Now, that's not bad either. Do you have an active phase cloak on this guy? Don't know. You have a phase teleporter, not a phase cloak. I mean, damage taken by shields is not bad either. Phase cloak duration, overload duration, hard flux dissipation while shields are active is pretty nice. Ooh. You have 2 R's. I absolutely can fix your name. I'm so sorry for that, Karakaz. I think right now, I see this guy as like an energy, fast-moving energy guy. I'm going to give him field modulation. I'm going to give him Helmsman afterwards. You are our point defense, so you are my, like, defensive big boy. Flux dissipation, polarized armor, maximum armor reduction, EMP damage taken reduced by 50%. I think Veneti is going to be taking a carrier. So I'm going to give you combat endurance as well. Okay. I like it. I like it. All of these fields. There's actually a second debris field out there. That does not count as explored, so why don't we grab that? I am 500 points over capacity. Okay, probably because of this. And then, honestly, let's get the hell out of here. Let's go back to Hyperbrazil. Pirate activity is over, but I got stuff to sell. I got some repairs to do. I got a bunch of money to spend. Let's go back home. Point defense isn't good. So many guns in Starsector, evaporate missiles and fighters. Picking it seems like a wasted skill point. Yeah. I feel like it depends on how you build your ship. You guys aren't stupid enough to try this. But I am absolutely stupid enough to try and kill you. Because my second in command can do it for me. Support destroyer, shielded combat freighter, no. Pick through the wreckage. And we're off. Pitter patter. Let us skedaddle. Those are pirates. Those are ghosts. I assume that you are my homies. I don't know what that big fleet is. That big ship. Oh, you're a merc company. Cool. Do you have anything that increases ship speed on the map? Basically like sustained burn. You can hold down shift to speed up time as well. Ooh, we're gonna be low on supplies coming back in here. Other than that, it's just like getting faster ships. Is the short answer. No supplies. Just in time. Holy smokes. Yeehaw. How much do these sell for here? 13. It's not a great price. But it's only 1,000 of them, so... People have been critiquing that I'm not selling these for the right amount, but I'm actually like, the amount of money it would take for me to, like, just to pay for the fuel and supplies to go somewhere else. I'm better off just selling them here. Now, I do also have an insane amount of heavy cargo, which I feel like I should be selling. Heavy machinery, I mean. It sells okay here. 134, 140 would be good, so. Sell all these down under 10. $22,000. And I have no supplies. What if I bought 100 supplies and then I went to the black market and I bought 125 supplies? Because this way, I'm at least doing non-black market deals. 225. Yeah, we're going to burn through this in no time. Probably another 100 there. And then we got 2 mothballed destroyers. So what would you be? Fighter supports. Antimatter blasters. PR. What do you have? You have an ion cannon and an LRM. Then you have... I don't know what these weapons are on the side. Salamander MRMs. Talon interceptor wings. Fighter support and a regular support would have swarmers on the sides. Civilian grade hull, reinforced bulkheads. This one has converted hangars. All right, I like the idea of that. Don't quite have enough for them, but Vulcan cannon, Vulcan cannon. Yeah, sure. You guys have Talon interceptors. I feel like I have better fighters than this. Like heavy interceptors. I mean, I have a bunch of broadsword heavy fighters. Fast and cheap, the Talon supports surprising firepower capable of dispatching enemy fighters. I feel like... switch these out for broadswords. You've got a bad top speed, but that's life. And then, you know, we have some new carriers at least, so. Can you check all the markets to see if they have a certain mod? Well, I think you can only check the market that, like, you're in. As far as I am aware. Okay. Not a lot of supplies. I guess buying supplies for cheap is not the worst idea. Like, that might actually be worth flying to places like Thule, 5 light years away. I mean, how much would that... Is there a way for me to pilot to say, like... It's the codex. I wanted to say, like, buy these from Star System Thule, Khazarian, the Persian League. Thule. $132 days of fuel, 7 days of supplies. So, yeah, I mean, like, so we're talking like 14 days of supplies, burning 3 a day, minimum. 42 supplies. for a price difference of like 20 credits per box. I don't really see that as being any better. Especially when I have the money to like be affording this right now. All right. Let's join up. I think it's about time. First off, actually, sorry. Let's go to fleet. Let's go to buy. An Anubis experimental CR. What are you? Anubis experimental cruiser with temporal shell. A rare experimental prototype developed by the Tritachyon Corporation, the Anubis class hull is nearly full arc coverage from 3 energy turrets integrated into controversial new flux grid. The paradigm of flux management is said to be directly interfaced with temporal manipulation technology of unknown provenance. Additional armaments include front-facing universal hardpoints and a fighter bay. Unable to fulfill a robust multi-role tactical function due to poor flux performance, so it's usually relegated to escorts, where surprisingly it excels. 2 medium universals, 3 large energies, and a fighter bay. It's not bad. Recommend we get... Oh, we have a salvage rig. We got a salvage rig already. This is not their fancy base, is it? Oh, yeah, it is. Ooh, criminal. Oh, I've never seen one of those show up here before. That's cool. No cargo or crew capacity on the Anubis? Oh, is it like an AI ship? Increase crew capacity by 50%. Degraded life support. These D-mods are really rough. Main shipyard is Kulan, okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, military size 5. But so I did want to talk to these guys about joining. I'd like to be commissioned by Tritachyon. Your resume is impressive. Our human capital department has been watching you for some time. Understand, by signing this commission contract with Tritachyon and associated subsidiary and corporations is a serious commitment. You will undertake the risk involved in fighting company-designated belligerents, be they pirates, anti-market agitators, or various state entities which engage in a legitimate search and seizure of company property. You can resign your commission at any time without financial penalty. Generous terms indeed, in my opinion. Were you to do so, that would mean that, how to put it, thrown to the sharks. Competition of the company is fierce, my friend, and if you withdraw from its legal protection, we can't be responsible for what happens. I mean, this seems like a pretty good idea. You would receive a $60,000 monthly stipend. Whoa! Hell yeah. As long as a modest bounty for destroying pirates, Luddic Church, and Luddic Path. I hate the Luddic Church. Let me be the first to welcome you to the company. Would you mind if I added you on TriLink? I'm always looking to network with rising stars. Well. So Kulan. See if we can get ourselves some cool Tritachyon ships with our cool $500,000 in the bank. Guess I should have looked for quests as well. Avel. Fleet. Purchase. Got an Aurora cruiser, a Medusa, Starliner. What about the military? So this is the ship I want. Teleports all fighters back to the carrier, allows them to be quickly retrofitted and relaunched. It has 6 fighter bays. And so 2 large missile racks as well. 5 medium energy, 8 small energy. Dude, I cannot wait for that. Cooperative, I need to be. At friendly, I can start getting things like the Anubis. Currently, I can get light destroyers and phase transports, phase frigates, so I can get small ships. Mercenary officer, what do you do? Get a feeling you could probably guess your credit balance to the nearest 100 count if you're looking for an experienced freelance officer on a strictly temporary basis. Oh, cool. This guy's a temporary captain? Ah, that's neat. Freelance admin. Quartermaster, portmaster. Do you have supplies to spare? So you've got a handle on your fleet's upkeep. Portmaster doesn't give me anything. Station commander lets me resign. Base director lets me resign. Administrator lets me resign. Dockyard bearer. Sindarian Dictac Patrol Fleet. 64,000 credits. This guy has a single light cruiser. Hegemony Patrol Fleet. Hegemony Patrol Fleet. Guy's down in Galatia. I feel like if I attack a Hegemony Fleet, I'm going to be in big trouble, right? Talk to a man in uniform about selling you military nanoforge production slots. Ooh, what blueprints do you have available? Excuse me? Well, I can buy my carrier. 400,000. Astral class carrier. No, I can't. Maximum order value is 46,000. Yo, I got really excited there for a second. Paragon class battleships as well. 500,000 for one of those? Damn, dude. High-tech bombers, high-tech support fighters. I could buy a bunch of high-tech fighters. I could also buy a tachyon lance or a plasma cannon. This equally fearsome reputation among operators for overloading a warship's own flux pool. A storm needler. Anti-shield, large ballistic, kinetic weapon. A Mjolnir cannon. Medium-range gun that delivers superior damage alongside of an EMP payload. Paladin point defense system. A large point defense energy system. Sick. Cyclone Reaper launcher. A Hurricane Merv launcher. High range, long range, high damage beam weapon with anti-armor. Oh no, this guy's got lots of stuff I want to buy. This guy's got lots of stuff I want to buy. Missed a comma on the Astral. 400,000. Oh, I missed a comma on my maximum order value. Randomly find capital ships when factions are fighting each other. They drop out of their engagements. Yeah. Tachyon's fun, so are the high-tech bombers. What I think of Quasimorph for the other day, I had two friends refund it saying it was too difficult. Cowards. They actually have a balance patch coming. The unfair difficulty on Quasimorph right now is really, really broken. It is actually unfair. Even Lennox, who is very, very good at playing these kind of like super, super difficult games, he was like 46 attempts in before he managed to get like any kind of foothold. But on normal difficulty, it's excellent. I love Quasimorph. I think to me, it's like one of the best indie games I've played in a very long time. I think I probably want to get a support and a bomber. This is a single fighter with a Reaper torpedo. That's crazy, man. Give me a Trident wing and a Xiphos wing, so that I have some cool high-tech fighters. Give me a Tachyon Lance. I want to say give me a Paladin point defense system. And I'm interested in this Storm Needler, because it looks like it would destroy shields. Now, this being said, I don't have that many large ships. Good tracking. No tracking on a Cyclone Reaper. But I bet, you know, I bet if you point the Cyclone Reaper at someone when their shields are down and you shoot it, no matter what ship it is, it gets deleted. Medium range anti-shield missiles in the opening round of a combat encounter. Oh, these are anti-shields with 160 ammunition. Very fast with special tracking. Again, a large weapon. Ion beam, heavy needlers, anti-shield, medium ballistics. I mostly have medium slots right now, so I'm actually kind of wondering, do I spend the rest of this cash just buying some, like, you know, anti-shield weapons? Heavy burst laser. Hero point defense. Like, especially on my ship, I could get a really good... Like, I could put an ion beam on my ship. More disruptive EMP arcs through the shields as the target's hard flux levels go up at a heavy cost for the firing ship. What I could do is I could replace the 2 secondary weapons I have on the sides, the mining laser and the other thing, and just put on 2 ion beams. Makes me a bit more of a support carrier, but can I fit a large gun anywhere? Not yet, I don't think so. Cobra wings funny because it has the Reaper Torp, yeah. Longbow bomber wings are amazing. Sabots and SPMs. Carrier with them causes enemies they're facing to immediately go into flux overload. Take a closer look at Quasimorph. Consider what you said. Took a deep look at Beast of Reincarnation. Yeah. Quasimorph, like depths. Quasimorph's got I would say has a fair bit of depth to it from what I've played so far. We'll be playing more of that tomorrow as well, so if you want to see more of it, we'll be doing like a full run of Quasimorph tomorrow. The hyper velocity drivers are good. Disable enemy weapon systems from afar. Salamander MRM pods. Sabot pods. I feel like these kind of missile pods might also be good, because it's just like the kind of stuff that we have, but more of them. Capable against armor as far as beam weapons go, but you don't do any extra damage against armor. I'm going to do 2 ion beams because I think that that's funny. And then I kind of do want to say, like, maybe 2 salamander pods and an SRM pod. Relationship with Tritachyon improved by 3. Oh, nice. 60 days until delivery. Well, I guess we gonna be waiting a while. So, pirate bases, Tritach, bonus per frigates, Bonuses for frigates, pirate bases, surveys. Oh, we have a an anti-pirate job here right now, so we can just go out to Dawn. Get into some trouble. Sits in the back seat, grumbling, kicking the driver's seat. Are we there yet? It's a little too similar to chat. Iota Max repaired faulty power grid. Sick. D-mods getting fixed up. Type of game I can never play myself. Way too much information you need for building good ships. It comes bit at a time is the thing, right? Like you start small and then it builds up. And it doesn't feel so unreasonable as it builds. Necton repaired downgraded shields. Dudes, this ability to repair D-mods is unreal. You need to stop, buddy. You need to stop super hard and get out of that interdiction pulse. I probably need to turn off my transponder here completely. I'm in a nebula, so why don't I go dark? Oh, that's Ludic Path. Pirate activity over. Pirate raid. Pirate activity over down there. But still here. Got him. Second in command. You're in charge. What do you have? Frontier drone tenders, support shuttles. I don't want any of those. Just pick through the wreckage. It's funny because there were pirates around here, but I can't see them. And this place is absolutely megady with nebulas right now. Let's talk to some underworld bosses. Bring the spaceport on Garnier offline for 60 days. Well, that's doable. That's a pirate station. 77,030 Marines to just take off a pirate station? Dude, that's a really good deal. And you want me to smuggle, which I'm less interested in. What kind of stuff these weebs got? Annihilator rocket pods. Destroyers. Cruisers. Ooh. Sunderer. What are you? High energy focus. You're a midline ship. Briefly increase the damage dealt by all energy weapons. An advanced yet fragile destroyer harkening from the Ascendant Cruiser School era of the mid to late human domain. Sunderer class was designed to provide heavy firepower supplement during long range. Large energy, small missile, 2 medium energy, and 3 small ballistics. Best used as part of a missed task force with escorts, the Sunderer has powerful forward-facing weapons but limited defensive capabilities. Vulnerable to strike craft and flanking assault by fast-moving frigates. I guess you're a Persian League. Mostly. I have an energy guy. What I like about this is it doesn't have any D-mods. And I mean, it is also a destroyer. Livy, hello. Game also gives you decent guidance. If a weapon is more expensive or costs more points, it's probably better. Yeah. Game which encourages you to parse through all the text and numbers, pick out key details for what you have planned. I also need to look for mercenaries. No, I want more captains. Why are there no pirates out on this pirate world? Should I? Just rob you? I could just rob you. You lose 7 Marines, get 108 supplies. I mean, that's a pretty good deal. That's a pretty good deal. I'm going to go back to our military station. I'm going to pick up some more Marines just so we have them. And then we can go do that raid those pirates want us to do. Faulty power grid fixed up in this guy. Dudes, this is insane ability. I thought it was going to be like 1 DMod per month, but it's like 1 DMod per month per ship, and certain ones repair faster. This guy's compromised hull, just fixed. The enough DACA. Which also reminds me, I think we actually have some more renames. No, maybe we don't. Not enough DACA. Oh, I see. We have the enough DACA, and then we need to have the not enough DACA. Who's that going to go on? Let's go with this guy. The ISS not enough DACA. Now it's ready to party. That's a pirate fleet right there. You got to be kidding me. How dumb these pirates got to be. I like 25 Marines. Dude, I get the battle station in here too. I don't even have to fight this. We can auto it. No problem. Fast overdriven cruiser. That's a cruiser, right? That's a big ship. Burn drive, 3 ballistics, 5 small missiles, 7 small ballistics. Massive speed boost at the expense of being unable to turn or use shields. This is a real orc ship. It's got a lot of damage, man. It's got a shield shunt. Never going to be enough DACA until you get an Eradicator with 5 Reaper torpedoes. So this guy with 5 Reaper torpedoes is what you're telling me? Can I catch them? Oh, I can. Pirate cruiser, support destroyer. I'm not going to take either of those. Kind of was debating just mothballing him, but I guess let's just park. And we can fix them up instead. 139 supplies to heal everybody. class torpedoes. FTR support, outdated, overdriven, or assault. This guy has 5 harpoon MRMs, 5 Vulcan cannons, heavy mortars, and railguns. These are all small missile hardpoints? Yeah, they are. I have 4 Reaper torpedoes. I feel like I could buy another Reaper torpedo. Oh, no, maybe not. One of the best cruisers in Starsectors, goes well with torpedoes, needlers, and maulers. It's got an assault chain gun, light machine gun, a thumper, light machine gun, light machine gun. Well, I guess let's cover it in... Oh yeah, there's the light needler. Anti-shield. An assault chain gun, which is anti-armor. Heavy machine gun, point defense. I put light machine guns all over you. Probably do better than this. I have a bunch of light dual machine guns, so I'll probably do that. Guess I could put a hammer class torpedo here. It's like the next best thing. And then I have 2 big medium ballistic turrets. You're anti-armor. These guys are what? These guys are anti-armor. So I feel like you should probably be like a heavy auto cannon if that's the case. I could do 2 assault chain guns like that with a heavy autocannon in the front. This guy here could be something different as well if I wanted to make him something like a light needler. I think we could get away with that too. Guess we might as well make all those light dual machine guns. You have safety overrides. Increases the ship's top speed in combat. I don't think I need that. Auxiliary thrusters. 0 flux speed boost by 10 and doubles the flux turn radius. Put anti-armor in the large slots, anti-shield needlers in the small slots. I think I only have the 1 needler is the problem. These guys are a point defense, right? Anti-armor, anti-armor. I feel like having an anti-shield right in the front is useful. Accurate medium range slugs. I think the autocannon excels at overwhelming range 700. Range 800. These are 450s, I see. 700. Well, I guess you're my front point defense. I'm okay with this. I think we got something going on here. Shield shunt. Removes the ship's shields. I don't know if that's a good idea. I do feel like expanded missile racks is a good idea. Probably a missile autoloader as well. Increases hull integrity by 20%. That might be fine. That might be enough for us. Dedicated targeting core. Yeah, if you think that's best. I don't have any vents on it, but I do have a lot of capacitors. I guess it's all ballistic weapons and torpedoes, so. Another weapon slot in the front. Oh my god, you're right. There is a small ballistic turret right there. So I don't even have to make that the needler. I put the needler right there. Make you a railgun, maybe? I think that works, dudes. It's a pretty foolish ship. But I think it could work. Wow, you are a lot of things. So, I'm gonna say that the railgun, the needler, and the heavy autocannon are linked. Then the 2 assault chain guns are linked. And then all the Reaper class torpedoes are linked. And then all the light machine guns are on auto fire. Confirm. You guys should probably be in alternating slots. Because otherwise you're firing 4 Reaper class torpedoes at the same time, which seems like maybe overkill. Hammer class torpedoes suck. Let's get rid of that and put on like an Atropos, Annihilator. What are these guys like? They're fast with none. Fast and none. I'll put it on an Annihilator. I like that you can fight a simulation battle when outfitting your ride. Yeah, it's very helpful. This is a mean ship. Hammer class torpedoes are perfectly fine. They're just weaker, cheaper Reapers. Same with Atropos. Well, Atropos are guided, right? Yeah. But alright, we'll put it on Atropos instead then. For now. Okay, well. We might as well refit them. And, wow, supplies are only 82 here. I guess this is where I should have been buying my supplies. What a fool I am. I'm gonna buy 200. I also kind of need more crew. I have exactly 1 extra crew right now, so I feel like let's grab a handful of them. Let's buy 10,000 of gas. I feel good about this. Sell off that metal. Where are we going? We are going. Disrupt spaceport in Garnier. Giddy up. Now, I suppose one of the questions is who is flying this ship? It's ballistics and missiles. Missiles. Helmsman. Ballistic. Stinky Pete could fly it. Erligan Von Blaze could fly it. You're on the Lindworm right now. You're on the ISS Not Enough DACA. I think I'm going to put Erligan on it. And I'm kind of thinking I should just put you on my ship. And then I shouldn't fly. Maybe I can try flying one of these support rigs. See how we do. I could S-mod some of those things, you're right. That's a pretty good idea. Post-reload cooldown to 10 seconds for missile auto-loader. The expanded missile racks reduces the rate of fire of missile weapons by 20%. I don't feel like that's necessary when you only have, like, a couple missiles. Increases the rate of fire for all non-missile weapons by 10%, or increases range bonus to 40%. You're a cruiser, so that's an extra 5% range. Reload cost 2 for Reaper class. The Reaper requires an extra 5 seconds. In addition to its normal cooldown before it can fire again. I don't know which one of these would be best. My only thought being that, like, the missile autoloader, because it costs 20 points versus 15. So I could put on a lot more capacitors. Armored weapon mounts. Good S tier for Eradicator. Rate of fire of 10%. I don't know. I'm not sure. Scavengers. Wayfarer class combat freighter. Derelict. Missile autoloader better for Eradicator since you only get one Reaper. Expanded missile racks, you get double that. Reload them like 4 times the amount. Yeah. 4 times the amount of missiles. Yeah. Okay, okay. So if that's the case... Nice, this just had something repaired on it too. Drops your combat readiness down a bit, but... Yeah, then capacitors goes up to 25. That's a lot better for me. Oh wow, we got in here fast. I hope they didn't see me, but I feel like they did. Maybe they didn't. Hammer class torpedoes, annihilator rocket pods. You got anything good on the black market here? Storm needlers, ion pulsers, thunder LPCs. Increase nav rating of your fleet depending on the hull size. Increases the top speed of deployed ships. Amount of damage taken by shields by 20%. Hardened shields. Meh. I don't really need any of this. So our mission here: disrupt the spaceport for 60 days. Danger level is high. $60 days. Launch that raid. We lose 6 Marines. Gain a bunch of XP. Well, Golda Chalgax likes us more. And then we can get the hell out of here. We don't need to stick around. Oh, hey, we're back at Jangala. And a Sharu. I am wondering whether or not we have anything to do down at the oh, I forgot to turn my transponder on. Sorry, homie. I was gonna say if we have anything to do down here at the research academy. Set up a scholarship. Can always have room for more scholarships. Hegemony military, black market. Nah. You guys got any cool ships? Nah. Not really. Oh, you have sick battle carriers, though. 4 fighter bays. High-tech ship has 6 fighter bays. Burn drives, yeah. Station commander, port masters. Nobody to hire. Tattooed mercs. A round of orbital bombardments. We got 37 suits, experienced operators. Offer our contract for 4,000 credits. Put us to work or sell us off. It's just like 37 mercenaries. I'll stay for an orbital bombardment. Oh, I just got drunk with the mercenaries. That's what that means. That's very funny. All right, what are we doing down here? Pirate raid on the Luddic Church. I could just go like fight Luds. There's a shrine on this planet. Slower ships holding you back speed-wise? Yeah, we got some like big tankers and stuff, so. Gladiator always has jobs without limits. Oh, time limits. Well, I mean, it's right there. I guess we might as well. We're making really good money. Oh, you overshot that pretty bad. Plunder and pillage, repairing faulty automated systems. Bruno repairing degraded engines. Okay, yeah, like this is literally the best possible upgrade you can get in the game. Oh, apparently I already had a job here. Thank you for returning an academician. I could give him 500,000 credits. Let's talk about available jobs. Data retrieval. That's really far away. That's really far away. That's pretty close. I guess we'll do that. Scan celestial object. Sure, I've been out here. Ridiculous. Radishader's gonna shoot once, get hit by a single missile, and overflux. What's gonna happen with the current setup? We have all those capacitors, though. The smartest vessel in the ship, the Scholar ship. Oy, 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 oy. Might as well hit up this debris field while I'm here. Yoink. I mean, I definitely feel like we're finally at the point now where I'm like, okay, I have a lot of money. I can kind of go off and do various jobs as I wish. I'm not like super worried about running into pirates or Luddic fleets. I mean, the big ones I still am, but I feel comfortable fighting most things. Let's take the time looking at ship modifications, see what works and what doesn't. Learning curve, yeah. Degraded shields are fixed on this guy now, too. Bonk, bonk, bonk. There is a hostile threat to our fleet. Let's save first. Those look like Luds, but I can't be sure. Yeah. Let's give him a try. Accept the comm request. Defiler, interloper, we know well of your kind. You're not the first to be sent from Glatia Academy, the foul temple of Belial, which vomits up corrupt servants to broadcast profanities upon holy creation. I like that we're also at war with these guys, because I'm going to get a bunch of, like, points with Tritachyon for killing them. Eject the demonic artifact so we may eliminate this. Power up your weapons. Move into engage. Why are so many of my ships not ready for combat? Okay. Custom frigate, EW frigate, gunship. I guess I want everything to just like have a light escort. Is the other support destroyer here? Did I? Oh, it's probably sitting back. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so everybody gets a light support ship, I guess. And then I suppose you three are going to go there. You three are going to go there. What are my weapons? I have an ion cannon, a pylum launcher, salamander MRMs that are not correctly set up, Vulcan cannons, and point defense lasers. I'm gonna set my guy to auto. For sure. Like that the game has like ghosts? Yeah. Generally want to have equal flux dissipation to flux buildup per second. Some exceptions. Ships with baseline high capacities like the Onslaught. If you have high capacity and no dissipation, getting rid of built-up flux takes several seconds. Leaves your ship extremely exposed. Hyperion can blink on and out of combat. So it doesn't matter. Yeah. Well, I guess we have like one of those guys running right now. So these guys letting out his little bombers and fighters. So I want to cancel these 2 assignments. Just let everybody engage. You should absolutely... Does this ship not have shields? Well, it's dead. I like that my carrier was like, I'm gonna lead the charge. What is this dude doing? Why is he falling back so far? So I'm gonna have those guys go there. You guys try to take on that assault ship. Yeah, see, I think this guy's much better than I am. Piloting that laser ship. Doing good work. That poor Reaper ship is getting absolutely dummied. I think you might have been right about that flux issue. Enemy weapon range. Do I leave one of you over here? Hard to say. Sulfate ships are so funny. Okay, interesting. How are you doing up here? Got a lot of like frigates and stuff around you, which is annoying. These guys have done excellent. We can rip him apart. You're not having the best time. This ship has never been particularly good. Oh my god, so close. There you go, come on. Get rid of those fighters. What is going on down here? My poor battleship. Just shoot him. Get rid of him. There you go. It's like you won't be being shot so much if you just kill him. You're trying to take on this cruiser, but you've been struggling to do so. Everybody else feels like they're doing okay. Except there goes my battle cruiser. Can this rocket ship take that guy out? I wonder. These spaceships are so funny, man. He's like, time to go. Phasing away. Ton of missiles there. This guy is just about toast. I do feel like these big cruisers have been doing generally pretty well. Yeah, this guy's holding his own up there. He's got a little escort with him too, so. All right. Wow, that was a lot of shield flux he just took. But he managed to overload him. The rest of the goon squad. Honestly, the fact that I can just like repair D-mods now, I'm not really worried about ships being destroyed. How come their ship is not taking any damage? What is it made out of? My god. Charge it, gang. You've got the juice. Full assaults. Give me my little teleporter ship. Why are you stopping? I don't understand. Ah. Maybe that was why? It's like he could keep up with him, but instead he decides to just like let him escape. And then slowly close the gap. I do not know. That does not make a lot of sense. Little enforcer that could. 3 charges of a blank takes a while to recharge. Yep. Well, off that guy goes into the retreat. He's mostly just like not engaging. Right now his engines are on. I guess maybe he was like waiting to stay in formation. Honestly, I'm really not sure. He's gonzo though. The Wrath of Lud. Second in command, please finish off anyone who remains with whatever ships we have left in decent shape. Which is not many. Okay, so the Daka needs to come back. No long-term damage. That's nice. Our support freighter. The Eradicator. The Phase Strike frigate. That is not a cheap. A light tanker. I don't think I need that. A little bit of extra stuff. We're going to execute the scan here for the academy. And then, I think this counts as another salvage field. Does it? Oh, no, maybe not. Does this? Oh, we've already searched it. Explored. Radiated worlds. Barren world. I mean, I guess I could, say I have a lot of supplies. I could do proper scans on these guys. It only takes 5. And it does give me data. 48 a day right now. 38 a day. Okay. I better get back to base. Yeesh. Wasn't there somebody up in one of these systems that had a base inhabited? Oh, it's Luddic Path. Well, that doesn't help me. That won't help me at all. Ooh, my big order of guns is about to arrive, though. Dude, let's just go back and get our big order of guns. Great idea. What is the state of our fleet right now? You're taking 3.3. You're taking 6.5 a day to get back in order. Okay. Right, I guess this is like the downside of us having really high combat readiness, is it also like slurps a lot of supplies to get it fixed. Out of supplies. Out of supplies. It's okay. We have 800 grand to spend. I'm gonna buy like 100 grand worth of supplies. Glitch sensor array fixed up on this guy. So he's getting fixed up. You've got heavy mortars and railguns. Right, it's that I decided to give you the Salamander SRMs. And I've been thinking about actually maybe moving you back to like the harpoons. Or like the annihilators, maybe? Limited ammo 3, limited ammo 3, limited ammo 50. You have shields, you have armor. I gave him these because I wanted him to just be able to fire forever, but the reality is that like they don't really land. Why am I doing this? Undo. Undo. We're not in a port. Phase strike frigates gets damaged. Okay, we're almost home. Almost there. Where are you going? Why are you going that way? Got caught in like a hyperstorm and just got absolutely launched. Oh my god. Ah! Starforged, please. Oh my god, I'm gonna need 373 supplies. Alright, what do you have to sell? Bit of weapons. We sell off a handful of that machinery. You're gonna buy 800 supplies. Extra 200 crew. Sell off half of those. Sell off a handful of them. Ka-ching. The military doesn't really sell things for any cheaper. Locust SRMs. Jolnir cannons. Cyclone Reaper launchers. Yum. Point defense weapons, the ability to identify and ignore decoy flares. Oh, cool. Zyphos fighters. Oh, dude, I can buy really good fighters, bombers, and interceptor drones off of this dude. Off of these dudes. I'm gonna do that. Why not? I don't even know if I can use all of those right now, but wow, they cost so much ordnance. Oh no, these are the really fancy ones we bought. These other guys though. Wasp drones outnumber and easily swarm fighter formations, while the Stinger mines prevent stragglers from getting through. Faced with point defense weapons, their fragility begins to tell, but the lack of a pilot on board means losses are easily absorbed. So I think what I'm going to do is on these support fighters, I'm going to put wasps. Point defense, energy beams, and they also have proximity mines. I like that. What do you have? Pulsed laser, heavy needler, and a phase lance. Typhoon Reaper launcher and 2 ion pulsers. I could buy these. You have the Gorgon SRM pod, that's right. I forgot about this guy. These are our fancy ones. We found like a special thing for them. I don't know if it's bad, do it manually. I'd just like to see like what they have, for example. Right, so I could do something like put... I mean, I like this idea of like the assault chain gun or something on him. Heavy needler. I could put like a heavy auto cannon on him if I wanted. What do you have? Flux, high maintenance, delicate machinery. These are all medium slots. Oh, wow. I could just fill it with ion cannons. Oh, I guess ion pulsers. That would be, you have a Typhoon Reaper launcher and 2 ion pulsers in that build. See, that I do kind of like. Typhoon Reaper launcher. I have one of these. I don't know if the Gorgon SRM would be better. Unexpected attack figures calculated to initiate beyond the attack of the heaviest anticipated. Right. I guess it's just that these guys are meant to be like fast. What are these pulsers? 3,500 each. Range 500. Oops. That's interesting to me. Because then he's doing... like, he's getting behind people and, like, knocking out their engines. Pure EMP, yeah. You want to use it for its strengths? Heavy blasters is the way to go. I mean, I mostly want to use it so it gets behind people and knocks them out of combat. And if I gave it a Typhoon Reaper launcher, it could certainly do some serious damage. Yeah, this is a range of 1,500, the Gorgon SRM pod. I guess alternatively, I could just put like an assault chain gun. That way you could knock out the shields with the ion pulsers and then rip it apart with an assault chain gun. It's all like point blank. I might just do that. I might just do that. That seems like it actually makes a lot of sense. And this way it has like a lot of lasting power in combat. What degree does a urologist get? I don't know, a P degree? Heavy blasters tear through armor and haul from behind. Add a single ion pulsar to that for extra shield damage. A PPPHD. I was close. I just found when I had the 3 pulse lasers, this wasn't really doing a lot of damage, so. And I don't have heavy blasters, so I'm gonna try this. I like this idea. Suppress it and then rip through the armor from behind. It'll specifically be very good at taking out engines. I might as well put them all on auto fire. And to be honest, I kind of might just fly this myself. I think I'm going to try this ship again. I wasn't very good with it last time, but you have 7 capacitors and no vents. Sorry, 7 vents and no capacitors. That's what you think is the best option for you? Okay. Ion cannons are range 500. PD lasers 500. As former SRMs. You have the long-range salamanders, 2 Vulcan cannons, a pylum, point defense laser. This ion cannon is a terrible choice. I see everything is a terrible choice here for you. So now you guys are the same. Converted hangar, expanded missile racks. Would not a missile reloader be a better option if you're covered in salamander SRMs? Provides a limited number of reloads out of sheer reload capacity. Does not affect weapons that do not use ammo or regenerate it or are mounted on any other type of slot. Oh no, maybe it wouldn't matter. But I don't really feel like expanded missile racks matter either then. Like unless I'm going to S-mod them. Fighter casualties. Yeah, they're using drones right now, so I don't need that either. Removes the penalties from a civilian-grade hull and increases maximum burn by 1. Increases sensor profile by 100, reduces sensor strength by 50. Let's do that. I think. Then it'll just take 14 vents. Militarized subsystems. 14 vents. ECM, you have heavy autocannons, Reaper class torpedoes, an assault chain gun. I feel like this Lindworm should be a lot better than it is. These are Vulcan cannons on medium ballistic turrets? I see the problem here. I'm seeing the problem here. Take off your ECCM. I'm gonna give you 2 heavy machine guns. See, now you're ready to party. I'm also going to take off that expanded missile rack, and I am going to give you... Where is it? Dedicated targeting core. Can only be installed on cruisers and capital ships. Who earns? Alright, I'll give you the expanded missile racks then. But you're only going to have 7 vents, so I feel like that's going to be a problem in its own right. Yeah, you feel like you should be better than you were, but... and these salamanders, I was going to take off of him. And I was going to replace them with annihilators. Yeah. You have light machine guns. Let me just scroll back those a little bit, because I could put in light dual machine guns at least on you. Okay. It's a bit better for him. Anti-armor heavy mortars. These are also anti-armor rocket launchers. Right, but he has anti-shield. We've got the railguns there for the anti-shield. Yeah, I think that's correct. Overwhelming shield generators with double railguns, and then we just absolutely blow it to shreds with the rest of these guys. Now, the real question is like, should I not just replace the anti-mortars with something like, you know, assault chain guns? Increases ammo recharge rate for ballistic and energy weapons by 50%. These are missile hard points. Yeah, okay. Like, you have a lot of capacitors and vents right now. I feel like let's give you some upgrades. .450 range. That means you gotta get close, but it does mean that if you do, you do serious damage. I feel like this guy should have like heavy armor on him as well. You don't have enough for it, but I don't know, maybe he's okay. We'll give him a shot. I do just feel like he needs something a little bit extra. And I believe I did not pick up an extra Reaper for you, did I? I thought about taking him off of you. I think what I would do there is I would swap you out for an Atropos. So now you can be just Reapers. Right? Love that. Maybe some vents on it would be nice. This guy could just have a single slot for that. Vents on the Eradicator? Not capacitors? Oh, you're right. Okay. What about one capacitor? 25 vents. Generate 1.4k flux from weapons and vent 400. I see. Yes. Well, that's assuming that all of my guns are shooting at once. Which, to be fair, they shouldn't be. Last but not least, I need to just fix the weapon groups for these guys. Because they were bad. Vulcan point defense, salamander. I mean, these guys shouldn't ever be engaging in combat. I can tell you that much. Okay. I think that's enough. What are we doing? We got ourselves sorted out. We got 800 supplies. Correction, we have 426 supplies, which is really still not that much. Let's buy another 200. Young Tritackian Factionaire is a perfect suit. Slips you some insubstantial drinks. I like your growth potential. I think you can take my 2,200 now and pay 3,300 back to me in 400 days. Oh, this is just a loan. A cadet says we need an agent extracted from the Luddic Church. I need 150 Marines. And this one says I know the location of an apogee blueprint. Apogee is a ship, isn't it? 350,000 credits is a lot of money. But I'm pretty sure that is a ship. A blueprint for this kind of money seems insane to me. Oh, a blueprint to make this? One small missile, one large energy, one large missile, 3 small energy. It's got a flare launcher. I mean, this is a battle cruiser. All right. Now we have a mission. Please tell me this is somewhere relatively close. Oh, it's so far away. Geo, take it easy, dude. How much fuel can I hold? 26 per unit. Well, that's not a terrible price. How far would that get me? I can get there. I just can't get back. What if I have all this stuff in storage? I have a tachyon lamp. Oh, this is all the stuff I ordered. The Trident, the Xiphos, my tachyon lance, my Paladin PD system, my ion beams, my Salamander SRM pods. Oh my god, I forgot all about these. You have a heavy burst laser here right now. You could put on an ion beam. This is a point defense weapon. And I have it on a forward-facing hardpoint. I ain't always the smartest fella. Fire auto lance. What about an ion beam? You have IR pulse lasers. You have an ion cannon over here. I think because I'm just like out of ion pulse lasers. Point defense, point defense. You're a mining blaster. I don't think I want you or that auto lance there anymore. Graviton beam. You're an anti-shield beam. Medium energy suppression. And you are an anti-hull beam. Well, maybe instead of an ion beam here, I should be putting in this anti-shield graviton beam. Yeah, these are like EMP weapons. You know what? Why don't I do that? 2 ion beams on the top. Then we have anti-shield, and then the rest of this is just like about trashing the rest. I guess I have 2 ion cannons here as well. You could just be another point defense laser. Medium synergy turret in the back here has nothing on it right now. Now I have 4 of these salamanders though. Which is a pretty good spot for him. So those guys are on auto fire. Point defense. You all go there. You're on auto fire. Salamander, you go there. Actually, sorry, Salamander, you go there. You guys go there. Yeah. That feels a little bit more reasonable. I think. You know what? I could actually probably turn the Salamander on auto fire as well. Pretty much everything I just want to shoot constantly forward. And that's what the ship does at the moment. It fires a graviton beam to strip the shields and hit it with 2 ion beams. And then once you get into range of 500, all the IR pulse lasers and an extra ion cannon kick in to just do like extra shots. And this just shoots out missiles constantly. Sure. This thing actually could take less flux dissipation because I'm now seeing the maximum I make is 1,000. I don't even need that much if that's the case. So I could put something like extended shields on this. Extend shield coverage by an additional 60 degrees. It's not a bad idea. Increase weapon turn rate, increase armor, maximum crew capacity. I could put a converted hangar on this. Oh, you know what? That's actually probably a really smart idea. Because I don't need much to do that. Could even keep all those vents on. Convert a hangar. I will need to put room in here. Oh, I could put in mining pods for free. I didn't know I could do that. Wasp interceptor drones, 9,000 credits for 5 points. Cobra bombers for Reaper class torpedoes. I mean, what does this thing do right now? It strips out shields and it stops systems. If I was to do something like put a Cobra bomber on it, that could work. But these are like point defense and mines. This is more about dealing with like other things that are around us. And for cheap price. You know what, man? I think that's a good ship. The Disco Wog is getting better and better all the time. Ions disable ship systems. They just don't kill shields, yeah. New point defense could be good in the front. The new point defense system we got is a large point defense system. So unfortunately, this ship does not have any large slots. I don't know that any of our ships have large slots, actually. Ah, those are double salamanders. That's right. This is a medium missile. All right. Pylums with sabots. Annihilators. No, you should probably both be pylums. Anti-shield. Anti-hull. These are long range. These are like 4,000. This guy should not have pylums. Like the pylum should be on these guys. Yes and yes. And they all have salamanders. You have all the reapers, the rail guns, the assault chain guns. You're ready to party. You have heavy auto cannons. An auto lance. Breach SRMs. Flak cannon, an MRM pod. Interesting choices. I mean, I have more of these flak cannons. So I feel like you should get upgraded. I guess the problem is I only have like one of each of these. Proximity charge launchers. Cool. Be really nice in the back. Typhoon Reaper launchers. All right, I guess. But you feel like a really weird mix right now. You have a pulse laser on top. Ah, see, this guy could use like the heavy burst laser and go like full point defense. He becomes much more of a like escort class ship if I do that, but you know what? I guess. You know what? Yeah. We'll give it a shot. Your heavy auto cannons and breaches, armor, your anti-shield, your anti-armor, your anti-hull. Okay. You have an anti-shield, auto cannons, and annihilators. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with you. You guys are all getting your vibe down. Tactical lasers? Oh, those are general. Oh, that's nice. Harpoon MRMs, light machine guns. Light machine guns with salamander MRMs. But that's because I don't really have... No, I have Harpoon MRMs. You have armored weapon mounts. Take that off. Put on these Harpoon MRMs. I don't understand. Oh, you have dual light machine guns. You have regular light machine guns. I mean, I'm like, does it ever need 200 flux dissipation? I guess it's still good for shields, right? And I guess it's good for... these guys all have phases. Decoy flare launcher. Don't you have phase frigates? Phase ships? Can't this ship phase in and out? Cloak upkeep. Defense, phase cloak. So I would think like whatever the phase stuff is in here, but I'm not sure that we have any of that yet. Okay. Sorry, thank you for your patience. We just had to screw around with that a bit. There's always something to do. And the question I was kind of having was if I stored a bunch of my ships, could I get to this apogee? That was the last little thought I had. Like, I guess I would have to take probably my tanker. I was kind of thinking about like taking the tanker and the disco bog, and that was like it. But I legitimately don't know how long that would be able to transport for. So I tell you what, we're gonna quick save that. And I'm gonna see whether or not we can get out there easy. If I just throw all these people in storage. I guess I need a ship for all of my people to fly in. Go buy a second tanker. Look at all my officers. So well, that would let me do it. That would let me do it easy. 47 days at base burn level. And I have, I don't know, approximately, let's say 300 days of supplies. Dudes, I think that will work. And that'll let us get an apogee cruiser. So that is going to be our plan. Let's launch off. Let's do that first thing in our next episode, because we're going to save this one here. It's actually episode 5. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you back here next time.